Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Biology Notes. Today I will discuss about different chambers and lens of the eye. In the last video, I had already discussed about the different layers of the eye. The eye has three chambers. They are anterior chamber, posterior chamber and vitreous chamber. The lens consists of lens capsule, subcapsular epithelium and lens fibers. So now I will discuss all these chambers and the structure of the lens. In this diagram, I have tried to show different chambers of the eye. The layers of the eye and the lens create three chambers within the eye. They are the anterior chamber, the posterior chamber and the vitreous chamber. This is the anterior chamber. It is the space between the cornea and the iris. This is the posterior chamber. It is the space between the posterior surface of the iris and the anterior surface of the lens. The anterior and posterior chambers are continuous with each other through the pupil. The anterior and posterior chambers are filled with a liquid called aqueous humor. It is produced by the ciliary processes. The aqueous humor is made up of 99.9% water and 0.1% other substances. For example, sugars, vitamins, proteins, lactic acid, ascorbic acid and other nutrients. Aqueous humor helps to maintain intraocular pressure, which keeps the eyeball inflated and is largely responsible for maintaining the shape of the eyeball. The aqueous humor also refracts light and provides nutrition for the structures of the anterior chamber, such as cornea. Finally, the third chamber is the vitreous chamber. It is much larger. It is the space between the posterior surface of the lens and the neural retina. This chamber is filled with a transparent, jelly-like substance called the vitreous humor. The vitreous humor is produced by the non-pigmented cells in the ciliary body. It is composed of approximately 98 to 99% water with trace amounts of hyaluronan, glycoproteins, glucose, collagen, etc. The vitreous humor helps maintain intraocular pressure and therefore the shape of the eyeball. It holds the lens and retina in place. It also functions in the refraction of light in the eye. Now I will discuss about the lens. This is the lens. It is a transparent, avascular, biconvex, disc-like structure. It is located behind the pupil. Here I have drawn a macro image of lens. You see, it is suspended between the edges of the ciliary body by the zonular fibers. The lens has three principal components: the lens capsule, the subcapsular epithelium, and the lens fibers. This is lens capsule. It is highly elastic, thick basal lamina measuring approximately 10 to 20 micrometer. It is produced by the anterior lens cells. The lens capsule is composed of type 4 collagen, proteoglycans, etc. It is thickest at the equator and thinnest at the center. Through the lens capsule and the suspensory ligaments, the ciliary body can change the shape of the lens. This layer is known as the subcapsular epithelium. It is a cuboidal layer of lens epithelial cells and present only on the anterior surface of the lens. In the center of the lens, epithelial cells are quiescent. However, at the periphery, near the lens equator, epithelial cells proliferate and differentiate into mature lens fiber cells. The cells are connected by gap junctions. They have few cytoplasmic organelles. At the equator, the subcapsular epithelial cells increase in height and then differentiate into lens fibers. So, these are lens fibers. As the lens fibers develop, the cells become highly elongated and appear as thin, flattened structures. They lose their nuclei and other organelles. The cells become filled with proteins called crystallins. Mature lens fibers become 7 to 10 long, 8 to 10 micrometer wide, and about 2 micrometer thick. Near the center, the fibers are compressed and condensed to such a degree that individual fibers are impossible to recognize. This zone is known as lens nucleus. It is an organelle-free zone. Despite its density and protein content, the lens is normally transparent. By changing its shape, the lens changes the focal distance of the eye, means it focuses the light rays that pass through it onto the retina in order to create clear images of objects that are positioned at various distances. It also works together with the cornea to refract or bend light. So this is all about the different chambers and lens of the eye. In the next video, I will discuss about the ultrastructural details of the retina. If you have any query, then comment. Subscribe the channel and share the video if you like. Stay with us. Keep watching. Thank you.